Oh, dang. I didn't even. I didn't even. I didn't even. We don't really got no news today for real. Just. I didn't even know that's what Jolt's job opening was. Number of job openings during the reported month, excluding the farming industry. Job creation is an important leading indicator of consumer spending, which accounts for a majority of overall economic activity. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Taishi. That's what up. You know what? I don't know why it just popped in. Trump is like 80 years old. How old is this nigga's wife, bro? How old is Donald Trump's wife? 56 years old. And how old is Donald Trump? Bro, piss me off. 80 years old. Bro, and I'm just like, bro, I'm looking at these numbers, dog. This nigga's 24 years older than his wife, bro. Wait. Yeah, 24 years older than his wife, bro. 24 years older than his wife. And I'm not saying I'm somebody who likes younger women. Mind you, I'm only 20. I'm 22 years old, so I don't have the leg room to be, you know what I'm saying, wanting a younger woman. If I was like 30, I could say, oh, I want a woman who's like 25, you know what I'm saying? But it's like in that scenario when you have older men or older niggas who are like 30, 35, maybe 40, and they want themselves a little younger, John. Them saying like maybe 26, 27. Why do women look at that as predatorial, bro? Why? I don't understand that shit, bro. Why do women be doing that shit, bro? Cause I promise you, these same hoes, these same busted up ass broads would go with some old ass sugar daddy who was tricking on them, spending 10, 20, 30,000 on them a month. They would do that without hesitation, bro. They would do that without hesitation. They would do that shit. Now I'm spiraling. Now I'm going down a rabbit hole. I just wanted to know how old the nigga wife was. No cap. But nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. But anyways, y'all, what's good with y'all boys and gals, man? What's good with y'all boys and gals, man? What's good with y'all boys and gals, man? How we feeling today, chat? How we feeling today, chat? What kind of day? What kind of day we feel like having today, chat? A great day, terrific Tuesday, my nigga. And it's a great day to have a great day, if you ask me. Great day to have a great. If you ask me. Yeah. Damn, we just tapped this 29,283. I ain't lying. I'm looking most bullish. I'm thinking most bullish today though. I'm looking most bullish today. At the very least, up to 29,363, 363.50. Damn, y'all, we're all the way back up to 29K. We was just at 27K, y'all. We are ripping. Do we shoot for all-time highs? Do we shoot for all-time highs or what? Do we shoot for all-time highs or what, bro? Low key, we are trading inside of a daily gap though. I ain't lying. Are trading inside of a daily gap. Whoops. Daily. What's the weekly look like? Low key, we might actually see most bullish for the week. Because we came down into this weekly imbalance. We came down into this weekly imbalance. See this big ass rejection right here. Now we're seeing price rip for the most part. Low key could be a most bullish week. Then on the 4-hour, we show respect to this imbalance right here. We actually might be most bullish for the week. No cap. Might be most bullish for the week, chat. Damn, it's 9:30 already. Damn, it's 9:30 already, y'all. I didn't even realize. That's crazy. So boom, we actually have this 15-minute imbalance here that I want to pay attention to. Is there anything unfulfilled down here? Nah. On the 15-minute, yeah, but I don't suspect price coming all the way down to 715. Not gonna lie to y'all. I don't see price coming all the way back down to 715. I feel like 29,342 is definitely a strong draw. 363.50 is definitely a strong draw. Trying to see something. Low key, yeah, because also intermediate high on the 5-minute. Yeah, it's also intermediate high on the 5-minute. See that, chat? Also intermediate high on the 5-minute. Damn, look at that open. That shit. Damn. If we're most bullish though, and we take out all these, the rest of this liquidity right here, and let me see what else we may have. I mean, I guess. I guess we could look at that. Yeah, potentially. Could look at those. 29,644, 29,532. Yeah. Mm. There you go. New Indog EE. Do the open gap consequent encroachment. Yeah, so we completely burst that 5 minute gap to the upside. Nice. Let me know, chat. What's y'all bias looking like today? Y'all looking most bullish? Or y'all thinking about taking shorts at some point? Let me know. I'm looking most bullish, I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking most bullish, y'all. Hold on. Let me see something though. Let me see something though. I'm trying to. Hype. That's interesting. What is to our left? Okay. We do tap into that 3 minute gap. We do tap into that 3 minute gap. Okay. Did tap into that 3 minute gap. Nah, I think I'm gonna wait just because we have this big ass 5 minute gap right here. Price might actually want to tap into that first before doing anything else. But if we tap into this fair value gap right here, which we just did, Tap into that. But we also leave this big ass rejection wick right here. Place a sell stop there. Let me look to my left. See if there's anywhere we could reject. I'm gonna take partials there. Interesting, chat. That's interesting, chat. Don't tell me we start consolidating. Don't tell me we start consolidating, chat. Don't tell me we start consolidating, chat. Once we take that -4 contract partial, I'm gonna go break even. God willing. God willing. No way. No way. The word in Q. What we doing? What we doing, fam? What we doing, fam? What we doing, fam? Mmm. Interesting. Interesting. I really just want this partial. That's really what I would like for price action to hit right now. Just so I can go break even and go risk free. Do we even wick that shit? We don't even wick that shit. We literally don't even touch it, bro. I like that. Yeah. Fire. Fuck with it. Fuck with that, bro. Went break even, y'all. Risk-free trade, fam. Risk-free trade, fam. Risk-free trade. Risk-free trade. And I set my stop at the second candle of this fair value gap. And that is our exit. That is our exit. That is our exit. Damn, that was beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, chat. That was beautiful. I ain't lying, chat. That was low-key beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, chat. I don't know, bro. Bro, my discretion is getting so crazy. My discretion is getting so crazy. Like, why did I set my partial right there and then we reverse? Why do I set my partial right there and we reverse? My discretion getting so crazy. I ain't lying, chat. I ain't lying, chat. That shit, damn. Damn, chat. I ain't lying. My discretion getting crazy. But now we about to journal this shit. Let me take y'all with me to my, where's my OneNote? Where's my OneNote? There we go. All right, bet. So, better that. So, we have our screenshots. We have our during entry, our during trade screenshot, my entry, stop loss, and our partials. Then we took that partial, went break even, and trailed it up a little bit towards that second candle of the 3-candle formation for the fair value gap. Then, as you see, we went break even. Actually, let me readjust. Let me redo my exit screenshot real quick. I'm about to redo my exit screenshot real quick. Just so, there we go. Just so we know where I went break even at. So boom, we got that. My bias was to go longs today. What direction did we go? We went long. I went long yesterday as well. Damn, that's what I'm saying, bro. I just feel like market most bullish, bro. Why did I go longs? Because during Asia session, market generates minor sell side liquidity right here. And then as we see on this, I think this is the hourly chart. We see price come down and take out that minor sell side liquidity. And then we hunt buy side liquidity, right? We already took out 2 high time frame draws with low resistance liquidity still resting above. That's why I was like, shit, probably just gonna hunt the rest of that shit, which we did. We targeted these highs. We targeted these buy side liquidity. We targeted this buy side liquidity. Now, what draws were these? These were Wednesday, New York high. Wednesday, or well, actually, what's the date? What's the date for that? The 22nd. All right, so 7/22 New York high, and that would have been 29.34250, 29.34250, 29.34250. What else? We took out what is this real quick? 29,363. What would that have been? The 21st, that would have been Tuesday's New York high. So 721 New York high. 29,363.50, 29,363.50. All right, now boom. What model did I use? I traded a fair value gap entry model. Fair value gap entry model. I was kind of late to the party, but I did want to see how price was gonna react. Wait, I entered at 9:45, didn't I? Yeah, I entered off that candle. I just wanted to kind of see how price was gonna react after respecting this candle right here. I could have got in on this candle, but as I said before, chat, we have this 5-minute order, or not order block, fair value gap right here. I wanted to see how price was gonna maneuver around this 940 1-minute fair value gap. If we were gonna show respect to that, right, and then show, you know, good distribute higher with a good size candle, and we got that at 9:45. That's why I entered there. That's why I entered there. Entry price. 29,441.75. 29,441.75. Take profit. 29,531.50. 29,531.50. 29,531. Stop loss 29,384.75. 29,384.75. Risk, how much was we risking? Probably like 5 something. Yeah, 567. 567. Expected RR 1.57 to 1. Did we reach high time frame drawn liquidity? Yes. Did I wait for confirmation? Yes. Did I follow my trading plan to go longs? Yes. Was I patient? Yes. Was this impulsive? Nah. How did I feel? I kind of had the jitters. Not gonna lie. But I managed my emotions well and stuck to my discipline and didn't FOMO trade. Cause low-key, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This rip right here, crazy. This rip right here, crazy. And it's like, I was thinking about taking an entry right here, right? Well, with the not with the exception of like disregard everything from 939 and forward. When we had this pullback right here, I was like, I was gonna take an entry. I was gonna go long here just because we came down into this 3-minute gap. This right here is a 3-minute gap. That right there. We tapping into that 3-minute gap, right? But then I was like, price inversed on the 1 minute. Price inversed on the 1 minute before tapping that 3-minute gap. So that kind of had me skeptical. So I was like, you know what? Let me wait, because we could just completely reverse from here or retrace from here. Want to target some of these imbalances. Y'all can't even see what the fuck I'm looking at. Hold on. Let me take y'all back. Let me take y'all back, chat. All right, so boom. Let me go back. This retracement, right? This pullback right here. I was thinking about taking a trade and going long from there. Whoops. I was thinking about taking a trade and going long from there, right? But we inverse on the 1 minute, right? We inverse on the 1 minute before tapping this gap, which is what? A 3-minute gap, right? So this inversion to the downside had me kind of skeptical. So it was like price could run down, continue down, and want to target some of these imbalances here, right? But we didn't. We tapped into a higher lower time frame gap, showed respect to it. Then what do we see? My confirmation of continuation is price coming down into this 941 minute imbalance where I was gonna take another entry. I was speculating another entry, but I was like, you know what? That's gonna be my confirmation, right? Then I wanted to see how price was gonna react off of that. And that's where I entered. That's why I entered off of this 945 candle, because we got that. Damn! Low-key could have held. Low-key could have held. It's all right, though. It's all right, though. It's all right, though. It's all right. It's all right. All right, so now we about to screenshot this shit. We about to get our before entry screenshots, right? So we first of all we inverse, market opens higher, and we inverse on the 5 minute. Market opens higher and we inverse on the 5 minute. Market opens higher and we inverse on the 5 minute. Right? Now, price comes down to a 3-minute gap. Right? Price retraces into a 3-minute gap. 3-minute gap. Do like that. Do like that. Do like that. Do like that. Now, price comes down, retraces into a 3-minute gap. Price retraces into a 3-minute fair value gap. Then on the 1 minute, we see price come down and schmuck that 1 minute gap. Tap that little, you know what I mean? Price continues higher, then retraces again into a 1 minute imbalance, giving me confirmation of, bro, annoying. Confirmation of continuation, right? Then it's like, yeah, I take my trade after that. That's why my trade was A+. That pretty much sums it all up. I ain't gonna lie. That pretty much sums it all up. Because, as I say, chat, it's like, once I see that price is respecting at the very highest I need is like a 5 minute, like a respect to a 5 minute imbalance. But like, say a 3 minute respect, I'll take that. I'll take that. A higher, lower time frame imbalance, 3 minute, 5 minute. I don't have a 4 minute chart on here. If I was on Tradeovate, I'll probably have a 4 minute chart. But 3 minute, 5 minute, show respect to one of those imbalances, I'll take that. Right? Then I scale down to the 1 minute. Then I get my confirmation I don't act upon my confirmation. I take my confirmation and then say, okay, now I'm going to look for my entry. This was going to be my entry where we come back down into this imbalance. That was going to be my entry, mind you. I'm pretty sure I had a limit buy set right there, but I took it off. I took it off. I took it off. Damn, and we came up to my TP. It's all right though. Ain't worried about it. But either way, A plus trade, chat. A plus trade. A plus trade. Uh, what else do we need? What else do we? Profit. Win. Could I take this trade again? Yeah. In one sentence, what was the biggest lesson from this trade? I say, because now that I see price just took out my and I think this has happened like 2-3 days in a row now, or 2-3 trades in a row now, like where I have my TP set at buy side liquidity, but I take partials then go break even. Price has a tendency to keep going up to, even if I like hit break even, it will keep going to my TP, my initial TP, to the whatever high time frame liquidity, right? So when we have a high probability, high probability, high time frame draw on liquidity, we can take partials, but we don't have to go break even every time, right? Because it's like, bro, I took partials, right? Even if I would have just changed my contract size and kept my stop loss the same, even if we would have got stopped out, I would have still got stopped out in profit. Either way it goes, right? I still would have got stopped out in profit, bro. So I feel like maybe I'm like going too hard on defense mode, trying to protect my trade. It's good that I'm implementing good risk management habits and trying to like really like put it into my kind of what's the word, like mesh it with my strategy or whatever, like with how I trade. But I don't think I need to go so hard on defense, you know what I'm saying? So maybe my next trade or my next couple of trades, I'm focus on either going break even, or I'm gonna take partials. One or the other. If it calls for it, if it's like, I say a B plus, I like a B plus setup or a B setup, like a B grade setup. Like price could revert, like could actually reverse from one of these key levels, like a 5-minute gap, a 15-minute gap, a high probability imbalance where we come up and then reverse. Then it's like, okay, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna go break even though I took partials, because I mean, I still want to secure the most of my bag, bro, because I feel like I earned it, you know. But when we have an actually like high probability, high time frame drawing liquidity, I don't gotta do all that. Maybe I'm just doing too much. But it's good. It's good that I'm putting it into practice. I'm getting better with the shit. It's good that I'm putting it into practice and kind of, you know what I'm saying, making it a habit to protect my capital when it so calls for it, you know? But yeah, man, low key W trading day, bro. W trading day. I ain't lying. Now I'm about to post this in oh, somebody. Damn, somebody was watching my stream in Discord. I didn't even notice. Fired up. in my Discord, I'm putting kind of my same analysis. I put my two during trade screenshots in my exit trade screenshot. Then I'm gonna put as the caption, price ended up hitting my initial take profit. My initial take profit. One thing I'm starting to learn is that I've been going too hard on defense to protect my capital. It's good that I've been implementing better risk management habits, but when there is a clear high probability high time frame draw on liquidity, I probably don't need to take partials and go break even. And then I'm gonna take a screenshot of price hitting my TP, put it in there as well. Boom. But overall, all in all, I'd say beautiful trade. I ain't gonna lie. Beautiful trade, bro. Um, yeah. So yeah, man. I'm gonna do that as well. And then I'm gonna do this same thing for the other disc. Yeah, man. Um, yeah, y'all, low key. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Today was a pretty good trading day. Pretty good trading day. Um, we definitely learned something. We definitely learned something about risk management, how I've been implementing that. Definitely gonna take note of that. Like I said, next couple few trades, I'm either go break even or try to go break even. You know, God willing, if price action allows for us to do that, or partials, either one or the two, one or the two. But yeah, low key, I think that concludes my trading day, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I think that concludes my trade. It's so crazy, bro. Like, I'm really thinking about it, bro. I was thinking about this shit. Like, bro, I get up at, I'm out of bed by like 6:15. That's like the latest I'll get out of bed, bro. In the morning. Like, I'm out of bed by 6:15, bro. I get on the charts around 7:30. Figure out my daily bias, then I get off. Then I'm back on my computer setting up my stream. I'm only on the charts for like an hour, bro. Like, really, like, in its totality, like an hour, bro. I'm done with my trading day. Like, it's 9:20. 9:20, bro. My day, like, my day, I mean, I have other shit to do, but it's like, damn. If I wanted to have nothing else to do today, I would literally just be done, bro. I would have made my money and just be done, bro. That's one thing I appreciate about trading, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's just like, I don't know, the time freedom, bro. You get you have the time freedom to do so much other stuff, bro. It's really truly a blessing, bro. All glory to God, bro. All glory to God. But with that being said, it is a terrific Tuesday, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Y'all working, bro. I pray over your shift. I pray you have a wonderful shift. If you're not working today, I pray you have a beautiful day off. It's gonna be, what's the weather looking? Damn. It's gonna be 96. It's about to be hot than a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. So if you to get outside and vibe tight, make sure you stay hydrated. Get them electrolytes. Go hit the gym. Go for a walk. Go for a jog. Hit up the garden. Go stuff your nose in some flowers. I mean, smell the sweet aroma that God left us to experience. I mean, all that good stuff, bro. Or you at home, be a fucking couch potato. I don't care. I don't care what you do. Just have a great rest of y'all day, y'all. Today is Tuesday, so I'll be on Twitch tomorrow, and I will see my Kick family Thursday. Love y'all. Peace.